Well, welcome back again for another episode of Penny's Hot Rod and Custom. It's just old Dirk by himself this time today. Christopher, he did something. He hurt his leg and kind of popped a muscle, or I don't know what he did, but he's been taking it easy over the holidays and kind of hobbling around. So the only way he can get better by is resting it. So it kind of sucks because he had a good week or two here to give me a hand. So whatever, it's life. So last time you saw the car, what Christopher needs to do is drink more milk. Might help him. But anyway, last time you saw the car, we were spraying it, and I was just wanted to see how it was going to go on, how this stuff was really going to work. I was quite impressed how it stuck to bare metal, stuck to the paint. It sanded down nicely. I scrubbed it all down with 320. You can see I remastered the front window and that, but I scrubbed it down. I don't know, for what it is, might be good for like kind of an epoxy paint for bare metal and that. I don't know. I still got more experimenting to do it, but I don't know if this paint's going to fade in the summertime with the sun on it. I don't know. Time will tell, but for under $100, I really don't care because it's cheap to play with, experiment. I don't like being like what Corey, he likes spray cans, using spray can bombs, and that's not me. It's too, that paint goes on too thick when you use a spray can. At least when you use a spray gun, you can put a thicker coat on, and I don't know, just does a nicer job. But everybody's got their own ways of doing things. So so I've scrubbed it down. I remastered it, a couple of the windows again, just because it was easier. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the floor a little bit. Well, I got to finish cleaning the car down. I'm going to repaint it again. I'm going to use my bigger air gun. But I did test it a bit, and I was a lot happier how it was flowing out. Like I say, this was all just experimental try to see how the paint worked. All I know, if you don't like it, and if I do decide to keep the car in the future, who knows. I can always just put a normal primer over it and paint it whatever color or whatever I want to do. But at least if you try to use trim clad, there's nothing wrong with spraying trim clad paint and putting a hardener in it, or an activator or anything, or hardener, sorry. It is a real pain in the butt to stand. It just plugs your paper up, and it's a pain in the butt to work with. So I was quite impressed how this paint here, I could actually just sand it with 320, 220, 320, and it didn't plug up my paper. It was, I don't know, we'll see how like I said, how it held up in the environment. Time will tell. So, but who knows, maybe I might want to paint it in the summertime. I don't know. All I know, I want to get this car kind of get painted, put a couple of things on, fire it out, because my original plan, my Studebaker was supposed to be in, and meanwhile it's still sitting outside rusting away, because I bought and got all the body panels and parts I need to start on the Studebaker. The only thing I have left is just to buy the new window. That's no big of a deal. So, but put the motor back together for the 318 for the Studebaker. But I guess what I'll do is I'll go clean up the floor a bit and make it a little bit better to get around here. Mix some paint, and we'll start painting this car, and hopefully this time we can take the paper off and see how chrome's going to look good with the flat black. Same down there too. That'll be chrome here too. Okay. Well, I took my time and I painted it. Finally, I'm happy the way it is. It's still drying. There's no imperfections or anything. Just the paint's still a little wet. I played with a little bit of the mixture this time. I think the first time when I painted it was a little too thinned out with water. This time I cut it back, and I'm really happy how it laid down. best I can in this garage. I only have lights up there. I have no lights on the side, and it's hard to see in the bottom, but I did it. I'm happy with it. The only issue is, but it's not a big issue, getting better. I don't know what type of chemical was on this trunk, but you can see it's like alligator skin. I've got the middle all good, fairly good. Still there. Like I took this down with 45 and then cut it with 80 and then 120 and then 220 and then 320. I guess I'll have to take the paint off. There's something in that paint that's not liking it. The bumper came out great. I'm happy with that. So it's weird. I don't know what's on that trunk, but it just does not like it. And I tried with another spray can. Just give it a shot. Same thing. It wrinkled it. So I don't know. Some type of oil got embedded with the paint. I don't know. But no, that's what it's going to be. So what I'll do, I'll let this dry for a while. And then start unmasking it and see if we can start putting some chrome trim, put the wheels on. I'm kind of stoked to see how this is going to look with the chrome. I think we're going to go with the Kragers for right now. I know if I do sell the car, the tire can't go with it. I do have a set of 79 factory turbine wheels off of Dead 28. I do have a set of those wheels, so I don't know. Well, that I'll play with during the year, but right now it's gonna have the Krager rims for now. Even the better part now I can kind of put the wheel back on this thing and push it out, and see the vehicle getting closer to coming in. That and rebuild the motor. But no, I'm happy how it came out this time. So like I said, I think it was just thinned out a little too much the first time. So and I used my better gun this time. So but we'll let this dry for a good day, and then I still have other things to do. I still gotta, I guess, mask the car and paint the window and paint the spoiler, fix that trunk. That's no big deal. Just a couple of little odds and ends, but I used a little gun for that, and it's easy enough to do because it's only water and paint, so not even working with any real chemicals really. So, and I have to all thank for Motley Crue, good song. That's what kept me company doing the painting the vehicle. So, alright, I'll see you guys in a day or two. Alright, it's the next day. Paint dried. I can at least play with it now. So, I'm very happy how it came out. For what it is, hey, $100 for this, no big deal. I'm happy with that. Now, I guess now it's to start to do a little detailing stuff. I'm not too sure. They're dirty right at the moment, but if to put blacked out accessory like the headlight covers in, or the factory plastic chrome, which they're not in the best of shape. Some drill holes, but I don't know. And the grill, will be the grill, and the bottom I have to use that one because I didn't know that this stuff shatters. It fell off the roof and broke some more. So stuck with it, but I don't know what color. If I should paint it a different color, or leave it blacked out, or paint it silver, or kind of chromish, I'm not sure. I like to detail it up a bit, like it'll be with the chrome rims. It's going to be hard to see, but well, there'll be chrome window molding, and then this will be chrome there, and then the chrome stripe in the back, and then of course the rims. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna pick for the front. You know, if you guys are still watching, like to hear your comment on that one. It would be a good decision to do. Car's not going to just get built in the next week. It's going to be a little while, so I guess I'll pick out some more things and keep cleaning and keep plugging away at the car.
Alright, I'm finally back, helping out Derek on this crappy Camaro full of issues. No. Yeah, Derek did a great job resanding it and repainting it. We polished up these, put those in, the grill's mounted, that was painted and mounted. It was a little weird because I put this in, I had to put little like water, like a nut to put that far, space it out, or else that would have been sunk in. I think it's a little bit in too far to begin with, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe there was spacers from the factory and they disintegrated, but
and the grill is a little off, but
yeah, and the grill was the same thing. Like the grill looks like it's too far in, but everything is bolted up, so I don't know if there's spacers or different grill was put in here. I don't know, but that was the grill that came off this nose, so.
Yeah.
So far the paint looks excellent. It seems to be wearing fine. We polished up these a little bit, just hand polish them, put them in. We got new clips for the front because they were all plastic and they broke. Apparently, depending on the year, you get plastic ones or you get metal ones or you get a mixture of both. This one had a mixture of both for some strange reason. Took the seat out again because we're having some wiring issues. Derek went and got all brand new bulbs front and back, so these are all brand new. We're having not intermittent, but weird issues. I don't know if anyone can tell me what we're done wrong, but cleaned all the sockets, all brand new bulbs, they all work. Everything works perfect by themselves. Brake lights work, tail lights work, turn signals work, but if you put the turn signals on with the headlights, this side works perfectly, this side does not. When you put this turn signal on and the headlight, it lights up, it dimly lights up the backup lights. They flash. This flashes, which is shouldn't. This is the turn signal. That should only flash. It flashes slow, but all this whole side flashes slow. This turns on very dim, and then the reverse lights turn on. It does the same thing if you put the brake lights on and the turn signals. That side works fine. This side doesn't. It does the same thing. These ones light up dimly, and so I thought maybe a ground issue. The only ground on these cars is one in the trunk here because it's all plastic. All the lens sockets are all plastic, so there's no grounding there. It's all grounded just right there. I unscrewed that, screwed it back in. No change. Yeah, I fiddled around with stuff underneath the dash. I don't know if it's a flasher because the flasher works. The separate flasher for the four-ways works. It's just when you put I can probably demonstrate.
Battery's still hooked up?
Yep. That turn signal. Flash is good. That one flashes good. When I put the lights on, it starts to flash very slowly. And if you come around the back again, funky shit happens. So that's correct. That should be lights. This is the left turn signal, which is correct. I have this turn signal on. These ones are flashing. These ones are the reverse lights. This is the turn signal. Flashes very dimly. Same with these, should be brighter. So I don't know what the heck's going on. They're all brand new bulbs, so that's not an issue. I don't know if it's just a flasher going would that cause it, or if something else, put that in the comments if you know.
Yeah.
I've searched the internet, can't find anything really. They've say different issues for grounds, do funky shit. Well, there's only one ground in the back. I don't know where there's any other grounds for the taillights. The front seems fine, but
Yeah.
it's just weird. I don't know if it's a turn signal switch in the column. Since we screwed around with that, we replaced the column. I don't know. I bypassed the neutral safety switch. Thought that was the issue, so I hooked it back up. Didn't solve the issue. Played around with the plugs under there a little bit. No, can't find any issues. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. But that's pretty much the only major thing wrong with it right now. But we're gonna be pretty much at the end, I think, for this, or what we want to kick this out and get the Studebaker in here.
Yeah.
So we'll finish it off probably. Well, it's running and driving great, but we'll finish it off in the springtime, I think.
Yeah, I'll do the exhaust system on
Yeah.
it. And, but got the trim on the bottom. There.
Yeah, the back trim is on the back window too, so it looks decent. It looks pretty good with the brushed aluminum and the flat black. And when we do kick this out, it's going to go basically in a snowbank. So we're going to find out how well this paint holds up. But
Yeah.
I think it'll hold up good. The only thing we got to test is like wear factor.
And if it's gonna fade, we don't know.
Yeah. But it's meant for outdoor furniture.
Yeah.
Like, so it's meant for furniture that for the summertime outdoor in the UV. So I don't know. I think it'll be pretty good.
Time will tell.
Yep. And we figured out some unusual stuff with this water-based paint, but it's a little different. But it looks good. So I think I'm going to we'll leave it like that. We got wiring issues to work with, but and Derek got the passenger mirror on.
Yeah, that's done.
Those are all painted and on.
Oh yeah, and I cleaned those backlights. They look nice. They took me a half a day. Take these all apart, clean them. Just one more thing that makes the car look nicer.
Yep. And Derek also put the chrome strip on this side down below, so getting fingerprints.
Oh
But
yeah, it's a dust collector.
yeah, especially in this garage. But it seems they wipe off fine. So
Oh, time will tell.
yeah. Yeah, so I think we'll leave it like this. Oh, fun fact. Look what Derek bought. That's a new aluminum intake for his Dart, I think it's going on. Yes.
That one, I don't know what we're gonna do with this one.
The Dart or the Studebaker?
I don't know.
One of the two.
If I could, I'd take the Dart off, the cast one, put that one on the Dart, and put the cast one on the Studebaker.
Alright.
I don't know.
That works.
We'll talk about that later. I've got a bunch of things I've gotten for the Studebaker. It's just, once we get the truck in, we'll go over everything.
Okay, well, I think we'll leave this as is. So hopefully you like our cheap-ass paint job, and hopefully it lasts. I don't see why not. We're experimenting, so we'll see how it lasts outside in the wintertime, but
It'll be back.
it won't be covered. Yeah, we'll finish it off in the springtime, do some more work on it, get it driving. Drives in fine, but tune it up a bit. We got some plug wires to go on it. We haven't done that. And then, like Derek says, the exhaust. So we'll leave it here. Enough rambling, like Corey says. So thanks for watching, and Happy New Year. And we'll see you sometime in the future.